Today, the life simulation you'll experience is a divorced woman who paid 58,000 yuan to buy an elite husband. Call me Sister Ching. Later, I learned the gold-rimmed glasses Tsinghua finance guy who had dinner with me wasn't from Tsinghua, wasn't in finance. He was a part-time actor the matchmaking agency hired for 200 yuan a session. I'm 35, divorced for 3 years, work as a project manager in a Tier 1 city, monthly pay 28,000. My ex cheated. When we divorced, I didn't even take the kid. What's a 35-year-old divorced woman's position in China's marriage market? Let me tell you, my mother set me up on dates. Youngest was 46, oldest 52. Last August, I scrolled past a WeChat ad. High-end matchmaking salon. Only serves Tier 1 city triple elite men. Master's minimum. Annual income 800K plus. Ages 32 to 42. I clicked. 3 days later, they invited me to tour the office. The agency was on the 36th floor of a Guamao Tower 3 office building. White marble lobby, walls covered in wedding photos, some I vaguely recognized as semi-famous local elites. The consultant was a 30-something woman named Xiaomi, more polished than me. She said while showing me around, "We have 400-plus male members on file, all asset verified." Xiaomi led me to a meeting room and poured Yurgachev coffee. She opened a leather portfolio with member profiles. The page she showed, a man in gold-rimmed glasses, captioned, Mr. Chun, 38, Tsinghua Bachelor's and Master's, currently VP at CITIC Securities, annual income 1.8 million. I stared at that photo for 30 seconds. Heart racing. Xiaomi asked, "Sister, would you like to meet a man like Mr. Chin?" I said yes. She said no problem, but we're membership-based. You'd need to become a member first. I asked the fee. She said basic VIP 58,000, advanced VIP 120,000, diamond VIP 260,000. I hesitated. She smiled. "Sister, you marry someone like Mr. Chun, 58K pays itself back in 2 months." I asked about installments. Xiaomi smiled. Of course, we partnered with China merchants for an interest-free 12-month plan for 1,800 monthly. I thought it was 0 interest. I didn't read the breach clause carefully before signing. Later I learned it said, once member service begins, no refund under any circumstance. A week after signing, Xiaomi arranged the first meeting. The other party was Mr. Chun from the album. Dinner at the Ritz-Carlton in Guamao. Mr. Chin wore gold-rimmed glasses, an iron shirt, a Patek Philippe on his wrist. He talked finance and family trust the whole time, sounded very professional. But looking back, he didn't ask me one specific question. After dinner, he insisted on paying. He said tonight was lovely. He had an early meeting. He'd send me home first. On the ride, he didn't ask for my WeChat. He just said as he left, "Xiaomi will arrange next time." I just thought he was a gentleman. I went home and bragged to my best friend that I'd met a real Tsinghua finance guy. Second date was 2 weeks later, this time at a Michelin restaurant in Wangfujing. Mr. Chin's tone shifted that day. He asked about my salary, my apartment, whether I had kids. After asking, he sighed. His mother was sick. The down payment money she'd saved for him got redirected to medical bills. He was a bit short on cash. By then, alarm bells were ringing. By dessert, he asked outright. He needed to borrow 300,000 yuan for short-term turnover. He'd repay next month. I didn't agree, but didn't refuse outright. I said, "Let me think." He smiled naturally. "Take your time, no pressure." Then paid and left. On the way home, it kept feeling wrong. First date, he was sky-high elite. Second date, he's borrowing money. Home that night, I ran his photo through Baidu reverse image search. The moment results came up, my back went cold. Same face, 5 different names across 5 different dating platforms. Lawyer Wang, Dr. Li, Professor Zhang, Finance Chun, Ritterni Liu. Every one a triple elite setup. I checked the photo's metadata. Mr. Chin's photo was a paid stock image from a photo library site. That's when I finally understood. The so-called Tsinghua finance Mr. Chin didn't exist. The man eating Michelin across from me, asking for 300K, was an actor the agency paid to play Mr. Chun. Next morning, I went to confront the agency in a blouse. Xiaomi played dumb at first. Mr. Chin's a real member. Profile may have minor errors. I slammed the screenshots of 5 fake identities on her desk and asked her to explain. Her face dropped. She pulled me into a meeting room, shut the door, said, "Sister, don't make a scene. We'll refund 18,000. I asked, "I paid 58,000. Why only 18,000 back?" Xiaomi said the contract specifies once member service begins, no refund. I asked, "Did I receive any service?" She said the dinner with Mr. Chen counts. That's when I realized their service is paying an actor to have one dinner with you. The rest I paid out of pocket. I gave them 58,000 for 2 dinners totaling under 4,000. Later I joined a victim's WeChat group with 30-plus sisters. The biggest paid 260,000 for Diamond VIP. We compared notes. The dinner actors overlapped massively. Turns out the agency keeps about 50 part-time actors. Each actor plays a dozen different elite identities simultaneously. Per date, actor takes 200, agency keeps 58,000. Crueler still, the loan move. The same actor dines with a dozen members at once. Each member's second date hits the cash shortage angle. If just 2 of 10 lend 300,000, that plus membership fees pulls in over $1 million per month. The borrowed money is never recovered. The actor disappears the next day. The agency washes hands. He's not our formal employee. An older sister in the group told me a line I still remember. She said, "Sister, you think they're selling men? They're selling hope." The most expensive thing about a 35-year-old divorced woman isn't money. It's still believing she has one more chance to marry well. The agency lives off that hope, makes hundreds of millions a year off women like us in Tier 1 cities. It took me 5 months to claw the membership fee back. I did 3 things. First, packaged every WeChat chat, contract, restaurant receipt, and reverse image search result into evidence. Second, filed a complaint with the Market Supervision Bureau. They opened a case immediately. Third, joined a legal aid group where a volunteer lawyer drafted my civil complaint. 3 months after filing, the agency was raided by the Bureau, license revoked, fined 800,000. I got 52,000 back. The other 6,000 was lawyer fees that didn't deduct. You think they were finished? 2 months later, that same agency changed name, changed street, changed pitch, reopened. Xiaomi still works there, promoted to regional manager. 3 red flags. First, fees charged by the 10,000 instead of per match, run. Legit matchmakers charge per successful introduction, under 1,000 yuan. Second, profiles where you can only see photos but can't scan to add WeChat, run. Real members are willing to contact directly. Third, dates that must be scheduled by the agency, run. That timing is to coordinate with actor schedules. Comments tell me which is more hateful. That actor Mr. Chun who ate Michelin and asked for a loan, or B, Xiaomi the consultant who smiled while making me sign. If this story was useful, send it to that older sister around you who's about to spend big at a high-end matchmaker. Save her one trip into the trap. See you next episode.